Hi there and welcome to TMKs Outworld Tours. Today we'll be checking out the Deadpool. As you enter the Deadpool, please watch your step as there is a whole lot of acid around. Also, we have a very thin walkway here, so please, as you enter the arena, watch your step, don't fall in, because if you do, you'll be dead. Also, you may want to watch your head because there's a lot of big hooks hanging down which you may get caught on. If you do, don't expect anyone to help you because you're in Outworld and you're on your own here. You may notice there's a statue at each end of the walkway next to the doors. Shao Kahn himself chose these statues and decorated the arena with them, putting them here as a warning, showing people that if you fall in, you're in trouble. You may also notice that there are torch holders next to the door, so if you come here at night, you'll be able to see the doorways, but anywhere else, if you take a wrong step, fall in the acid, you'll be in big trouble. The acid itself, a lot of people have been asking me about the acid itself. Where did the acid come from? Well, it actually comes in from behind these grates that you can see behind here, and yeah, it's rumoured that the acid is comes from Shang Tsung's flesh pits after he's done some sorcery. You know, anything that's left over sort of flows in, and all that refuge just comes in, and this is the place where it ends up. Shao Kahn has rumoured about doing upgrades to the Deadpool. The Emperor himself told me that he wants to install 2 guards in here who actually have controls over these hooks, and anyone that Kahn condemns will be put onto these hooks and be lowered down into the acid. It's also rumoured that he wants to install balconies, so Shao Kahn himself or anyone else that he allows can come in and watch the torture live. Hey guys, and welcome to TMK's Outworld Tours. Today we'll be taking a look at the Combat Tomb. So basically the Combat Tomb acts as a passageway between the Deadpool and the Wasteland. So basically this leads you right into Outworld. The passageway itself is made of stone sort of marble design. Has a yin-yang symbol on the floor, which indicates the balance of good and evil. One thing you may also notice is the skulls on the columns along the Combat Tomb. Basically those are a warning for anyone who may not have noticed, but if you look straight up, the whole roof is all the way along this passageway is covered with spikes. So if you get into a fight with someone and they knock you up there, you're pretty much fucked. One other thing you may also notice is that this passageway overlooks the fiery backgrounds of Outworld, so you can actually see a whole lot of Outworld vultures flying around here, and I believe the portal's in the background there somewhere, so yeah, in the distance of Outworld. There's been many battles here in the Combat Tomb, although the Combat Tomb itself is very clean. There's no signs of any fights, there's no blood or anything, so I believe Shao Kahn has people like Tarkatan janitors that he employs to keep the Combat Tomb looking schmick. So, you know, when people come to Outworld, they don't feel like they're in a hostile environment. But as we both know, Outworld is an extremely hostile environment. Because today we'll be taking a look at the Wastelands, so let's jump into it. In the Wastelands, we have a top side platform which overlooks the battleground where all the Tarkatan battles take place. Many of the high-ranking Tarkatan generals will actually watch the matches or the battles from up here as they go on. But as you know, with Tarkatans, they're all hands-on. They like to jump in, so you know they won't spend much time up here on this platform. They'll get in on the battles as they happen. The background itself is actually a warning to most people, where you've got a whole lot of bodies that have been impaled on spears and spikes and things, and they're just left there to rot. The battleground itself has clouds looming overhead that are basically have this horrible stench from all the rotting corpses. These clouds sort of loom overhead and provide a sickening smell that if you're not used to it and you smell that, it is very unpleasant. But if you're a Tarkatan warrior, you crave it. Also in the background we have statues and ruins from that were put here many millennia ago from previous Outworld invasions, from previous parts of realms that have just been left here to decay. The Tarkatans all moved in and sort of claimed this ground as their own. They have no care for any of the old architecture that was left here to crumble. In fact, the Tarkatan like to decorate the ruins themselves with skulls from their conquests. One thing you'll also notice is that the Emperor Shao Kahn's fortress is in the background. It is a reminder that Tarkatan served the Emperor Shao Kahn above anyone else, and the Emperor put his fortress there on purpose to remind the Tarkatan that he's there. No matter what you get up to in the wastelands, the Emperor Shao Kahn's watching. The lake itself that surrounds Shao Kahn's fortress is used to bring in and export supplies, also used to bring in warriors for Mortal Kombat tournaments that are held in Outworld, or just general warriors for Shao Kahn's amusement. Takes them into Shao Kahn's arena and then lets Kintaro take care of them. So taking a look at the living forest. Now the first thing you need to know about the living forest is that it is very, very old, very dense. No one knows the exact age of the forest, but it's been here a long time. Shao Kahn acquired the living forest when he merged with a certain realm, and at the time I don't believe he knew the sort of power that it held. But he learned quickly after he sent vast armies, through to take shortcuts through the living forest and to go through the forest, and the whole armies were never heard from again. They were literally swallowed by the forest itself. The trees themselves in the living forest are always hungry. The trees actually display different emotions to trick you into sort of going up close to them, interacting with them. The trees are actually alive, and some trees, while they may look angry, some trees may be smiling, some trees may be just with their mouths wide open. But if you get too close to any of the trees in the living forest, they will eat you up or try and kill you one way or another. As you notice around here, you can actually see bodies that have, other warriors that have tried to come through the forest and gotten too close to the trees themselves, or to the forest themselves, and the vines wrapped them up and strangled them alive and left them to die and left them to rot right here in the forest. In this tour you may also notice Smoke here. Hey Smoke, how's it going? He's one of the guardians of the living forest. Him and Jay. Actually, Smoke, have you seen Jay around today? Oh, okay. It's a day off. Right, yeah. Yeah, so it's Jay's day off. She's not here today, but yeah. Smoke and Jade are assigned by Shao Kahn to keep watch over the forest. Only warriors like Smoke and Jade and Reptile have abilities to actually pass through the living forest without being harmed. But if any of the sort of standard civilians or standard mortals get too close to the forest, they will be killed. Taking a look at the tower. Now the tower itself is actually in between the living forest and the armory. You have to pass through here to get to the armory. The tower itself is very high up in the clouds. The first thing you notice when you get in is this floating monk here. For the purposes of this tour, we'll just call him Steve. Steve basically is a guardian. If there's any trouble, or if Shao Kahn himself wants to stop anyone from passing through here, or to stop them from getting to the armory, he'll tell Steve to stop floating and do his thing and intervene and stop the person that Shao Kahn doesn't want to get into the armory. So he acts as a guardian in the tower itself. As you can see, the clouds here that are rolling past behind the tower itself, rolling at an extremely fast rate. This is part of the magic of Outworld. The clouds itself up here roll or rotate very fast past the window. You may also notice a few little inscriptions here on the walls. Nothing fancy, sort of basic sort of marble walls with a few little designs there to make it have a little bit of flair. Shao Kahn used to actually have a few other statues in here on either side of Steve here, but decided to remove them as he thought it was too cluttered when battles do take place here with Steve or any other Outworld warriors. He wanted there to be, or Shao Kahn wanted there to be a lot of room here to fight. There are a few columns here too that are a part of the design. yeah, part of the basic design, and also support the roof of the tower. There is also some red carpet here, as Shao Kahn does consider this almost part of the pathway to the palace. He wanted to add something on the floor to show that it is a sort of regal area and a very restricted area too. Only people with the right access can come in here, like you guys obviously, and take a look around. We're taking a look at Shao Kahn's armory. So basically all Outworld weapons are forged in the armory. Whenever there's a battle or something, Shao Kahn sends his armies down into the armory to collect weapons to use in those battles. There's a constant river of molten steel that runs through the armory. It actually goes into an area where the smith designs new weapons for Shao Kahn for the armory. It's a never-ending river of molten steel. There's a variety of weapons that are made available to the armies that need them. They actually sit here on the racks in the armory, so if anyone needs them in a hurry, they can come in and just grab them and be ready for battle. You'll notice the Mortal Kombat logo is very prominent on the wall in the armory. Outworld is bound by the rules of Mortal Kombat but does not abide by them. Shao Kahn actually displays the logo here and in many other places in Outworld as a facade to make it appear that he does respect the tournament and does play by the rules. But we all know he does not. He'll do anything to merge with another realm. The armory is actually located directly under Shao Kahn's arena. There's two big columns to the side of me here, and they actually support the weight of the arena as this is built underneath. You can actually see that the walls in the armory are made of stone. It actually was mined out and built here many centuries ago. World Tour, let's take a look at the Pit 2. Firstly, isn't it a nice night? It's very calming, the moon is out. What a perfect time to do a little tour of one of the most dangerous areas of Outworld. This mountain area is extremely cloudy and suffers from all types of weather phenomena. Sometimes we even get meteor strikes here. You may notice these pit bridges here, the one I'm on and the one in the background, bridge two mountains on either side over a huge chasm. Falling off this bridge, either bridge, guarantees certain death. The chasm below stinks of rotting death, and a cold, dark and dank mist hovers over the corpses. The stench down there is so bad that no human could survive, even if they were alive and were to survive the ghastly fall. This narrow pathway is lit at night with a few of these little lanterns, but honestly I would not recommend coming into this area at night because who knows what sort of things are lurking around the pit. I mean, you've got, you know, all this rotting death down here. It's a haven or a spawn for certain types of ghastly monsters and ghouls, and nighttime is the time that they do come out. You know, people have reported seeing some things climb out of the pit and scurry off into the distance of Outworld. In the distance we can see Liu Kang and he's about to take on Torch. But personally, I'm not a fan of Liu Kang. So kick your fucking ass, Torch! Lastly, you will notice that Shao Kahn is no fool, and while we have the pit area here, the next two stops on the tour are the portal and then Shao Kahn's arena. If Shao Kahn wanted to do so and he heard of a pending Outworld invasion coming from either the wastelands or that sort of direction of Outworld towards the palace, he could order that the pit to be blown up and then no one could cross, and Shao Kahn and all the higher up legions would be free to walk straight through the portal and go wherever they want, whereas the attacking forces would be stranded on the other side. Shao Kahn is no fool when it comes to designing Outworld. Today we'll be taking a look at the portal, my favourite part of Outworld. The portal is one of the most important parts of Outworld. It acts as a gateway that leads people right into the heart of it. It's especially important when Outworld is hosting the Mortal Kombat tournament that people use this form of transport to gain admittance to Outworld to compete in the tournament. The portal is under constant guard. Only the Emperor Shao Kahn can grant permission for its use. Anyone who enters Outworld without a pass is instantly thrown into Outworld Dark Prison. The portal was built on a very magical part of Outworld. The skies are constantly fire red, and the portal itself has a constant magical electrical charge. Only Steve's buddies here can lead you safely into the portal. Once you get close enough to it, the vortex actually sucks you right in. The skies in the background here are always a constant fire red. They actually reflect upon the moon itself, the Outworld moon, creating the moon to also look fire red or firelight. It's a very, very unique look. The portal itself is a very, very powerful method of transport. Hundreds or thousands of people can be transported at once to a single destination. The portal itself is the only way in and out of Outworld. So thanks for watching, guys. Today we will be taking a look at Kahn's Arena. Kahn's Arena is the battleground for Outworld. All disputes and MK tournaments are decided here. The arena is an impenetrable fortress and is under constant guard at all times. However, you would be insane to try and break in, as Kintaro is lurking inside it, as well as other Outworld horrors. Shao Kahn is the supreme judge here. What he says goes. Hordes of bloodthirsty Outworld citizens flock to this arena to see the relentless, brutal magic. If push comes to shove, Shao Kahn will order Kintaro into this arena to destroy any Outworld threat. However, the Emperor Shao Kahn has been known to personally fight in this arena. You may remember from an earlier Outworld tour that the armory is directly below us. What you may not know is that Shao Kahn's personal palace is connected to this arena so that he never ever misses a battle. The first Mortal Kombat tournament was held on an island in the Lost Sea. At stake in that tournament was Earthrealm itself. Luckily for Earthrealm, Outworld lost and Earthrealm was saved by Liu Kang. The next Mortal Kombat tournament will be held right here in Kahn's Arena. With Shao Kahn himself competing, Kahn believes that Outworld victory and Earthrealm doom will be assured. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm heading back to Earthrealm.
You're not going anywhere.
What do you mean, Kahn?
Anyone who steps into this arena must fight.
Fight your pathetic Outworld peons? I don't think so.
As you wish, you will fight yourself. Round 1. Fight.
It's chocolate, motherfucker!
Come here! Well done. TMK wins. Round 2. Fight. Excellent.
Get over here!
Outstanding. Evil TMK wins. Round 3. Fight.
Hi, TMK.
Hi, Steve.
Kintaro.
What the fuck?
Finish him.